came to the US about 25 years ago, and I started my career as a software and machine learning engineer. Back in the day when you had to do hand tuning of weights and hypothesize on features and scale features and work through your training data sets and produce a predictive model. It was a lot of manual work, and that was machine learning engineering. In the last several years, I graduated to product management in both consumer search products like Yahoo Search, as well as enterprise products. I've had the chance to build 6+ enterprise products in my career. Dived into the journey of being an entrepreneur about 10, 12 years ago. Started my first company, which was about helping B2C brands scale their presence with images on social networks like Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, back when web was turning into a very visual web. I sold that company and then started a company called BoostUp, which is a revenue forecasting and predictive intelligence company for sales intelligence. And started my latest company, Vidoso, about a year ago, which is a video AI and content repurposing platform to help marketing teams democratize videos without having to learn video editing skill set and make videos a first-class citizen in their content calendars, in their communications, in their campaigns. We are living in the age of intelligence. So while machine learning and AI as a craft has been around for quite a while, we've gone through various transitions. We started with the IT era, then we went into cloud era. IT era was really about on-prem deployments. Cloud era is really about SaaS applications and services, to now AI services, or really embedded AI or omnipresent AI, which is ushering in this new age of intelligence and intelligent automation. With the evolution of neural networks that happened in early 2012 onwards, you started to get an architecture which allowed scientists to throw lots of data at the new neural architecture, and then that neural architecture will sort of self-learn and self-compute the weights. And so you could actually start to solve very general problems. The next evolution of that is, generative AI. The transformers were the massive architectural innovation with self-attention, which allowed these models to learn even more efficiently on sort of long-term memory chains and long-term word semantics. So the transformer architecture, we enabled products like ChatGPT, and really just ushered the whole generative era. We've gone from just next token completion to reasoning models. And what that is allowing us to do is go into this agentic transformation. Ethical AI is a very, very important part of being AI, because AI will, and is already being abused by bad actors, and bad actors have always found the bad use of technology. And AI is no different in that. So the authors of AI applications have to ensure that their AI applications ship with guardrails that allow the adopter or the consumer on the other end to be able to configure those guardrails and adapt those guardrails towards their own definition of their own constitution, their own ethics, their own security, and also create a fabric by which the AI output actually gets evaluated and it's factually correct and it's deterministic. And every time you invoke the AI, you get output that everyone can sort of rely on and work off of. Only then you can actually start relying on that AI service, because then you can go back to it time and again and get, for the same question, you get a similar answer. I think the phase of novelty is sort of over now. Everybody got excited and wowed by the possibilities of what it could generate, haiku poetry and whatnot. But now it's really about, okay, is it a reliable, practical way of using AI in our high stakes enterprise processes and workflows and so forth? I don't think enterprises should do away with manual reviews. I think those offline review processes, which are actually run by humans, will continue to play a role, because even those guardrails have to be optimized over time, right? Google has been, or let's say search engines have been, the primary driver of discoverability. And the phase one of search engines was essentially your navigational queries, and you wanted to make sure that your website, the homepage, and the URL was actually indexed by Google, so that when somebody typed Macy's in 1997, Macy's.com was the first result. Over time, as the web became more complex and popular, and there are lots of websites, the discoverability became a bigger challenge. And so companies had to build more pages, and they had to go beyond their immediate product and services and create sort of community content or educational content in order to move up the funnel. So what's happening with prompting is that users, as they're interacting with ChatGPT and Claude, they're learning how to not just query, but actually write questions, and actually write longer questions, and actually describe their problems, which is sort of a new skill and new muscle memory that users are actually developing and being conditioned to. On the output side, users are getting conditioned to getting answers, well-formulated, structured, good, well-sounding answers on applications like ChatGPT and Claude. And AI overviews are essentially coming into that trend and essentially answering the questions, even if it's happening off of a search box. The AI is actually forming an opinion about your brand, product, and services by deeply indexing a lot of your pages, by looking at various reviews, various sites where your product services have been mentioned. So it is creating an amalgamated view of who you are and what your brand is about and what your products and services are about. So the game is not really about ranking number 7 and going from number 7 to number 3 to number 1, because the new real estate where the answer is being surfaced and where the user attention is in that AI overview. And the thing about AI overview is that it can't really be gamed. Agentic revolution is going to happen in phases. And we are living in this hybridized era where humans and agents are going to be interacting. So we're going from human to human, and then human to agent, and then agent to agent. And we don't know if it's going to be a 2-year transformation or a 10-year transformation. But the root of all of this is enterprise knowledge and context. Facts, knowledge, wisdom, context that a human or an agent needs to be able to execute a task autonomously and in a predictable, high-quality way. Services like GoLinks and products like GoSearch are absolutely critical, because we are in the human-to-agent era where humans are imparting context to the agent. And to do that, humans need to acquire context first. The speed of context discovery is important, as AI services like yours are able to sort of index companies' knowledge, collect and aggregate various pieces of information from various databases, and make it easy for frontline enterprise users to get the context they need for the task. Then they're essentially enabling that agentic tool chain to get the same context. The human can get the context fast through services like yours and be able to impart agents the context they need to do the downstream part of the task. Knowledge is one of those things which is, so all knowledge is tribal knowledge. It accumulates over a period of time through various actions and through various conversations, and it sits in different places. And unless somebody has a question, the knowledge sort of lies dormant.